Have you ever thought about this while practicing on your digital piano? Why does my digital piano sound so muffled? I wish I could play with the sound of a multi-million-dollar grand piano. Or, is there any way to play with a high-quality piano sound even outdoors? Fortunately, there is a way. It's a method already widely used by pros and advanced players, using a piano VST via a MIDI connection. The concept is simple. When you connect your digital piano to a smart device, instead of using the piano's built-in sound, an app installed on your device generates a real grand piano sound in real time. Connecting them is incredibly easy. All you need to do is plug a single USB cable between your digital piano and your smart device. For Android users who aren't sure how to do this, check out my previous guide video linked in the top right card. However, just plugging it in doesn't mean you'll instantly get great sound. You need to install a truly proper piano app that can produce that authentic acoustic tone. The problem is, it's not easy for beginners to figure out which apps actually deliver that realism. What you're seeing on the screen right now are the search results for piano on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. As you can see, the top results are mostly casual instruments or educational apps for beginners. You won't find any professional performance apps here. So, to save you the time and hassle of downloading and testing them all one by one, I've picked out 3 high-quality piano apps that will make you truly love playing. I'm introducing them in no particular order, so feel free to choose based on your taste and playing environment. From a classical pianist's perspective, these apps offer the absolute best in both usability and sound quality. They're apps I personally use and love all the time, so you won't regret choosing any of them. The first app I'd like to introduce is Pianotech. Most digital pianos we typically use work by playing back pre-recorded sounds of an actual grand piano for each key. This is what we call the sampling method. Of course, modern high-end instruments don't just play back recordings. They combine this with advanced simulation technology to calculate resonance and reverb in real time. But the app I'm showing you right now takes a completely different approach. It doesn't use any recorded sound as a foundation at all. The moment you press a key, your smart device generates the sound from scratch in real time, using pure mathematical calculations to simulate the friction of the strings and hammers, the body resonance, and even the surrounding environment. This is called the physical modeling method, and this app stands at the absolute pinnacle of it. Thanks to this, the sound incredibly absorbs every subtle nuance of your fingertips. The tonal transitions feel smooth and natural, just like a real acoustic piano, whether you're playing a whispering pianissimo or a powerful, heavy fortissimo. The 3D resonance is especially outstanding, making the entire piano body vibrate majestically when you press the pedal fully or even halfway. Even during rapid trills, repetitions, or short staccatos, the sound never gets muddy or cuts off awkwardly. It feels alive. So, if you play traditional classical pieces that require deep emotional expression, like Chopin or Rachmaninoff, or if you value precise touch control above all else, this app will be your best choice. It's highly loved by pianists who want that seamless, connected, finger-to-instrument touch when they play. The platform is iOS exclusive, and unfortunately, it is a paid app. Next up, the second app is Ravenscroft 275. If the previous app was a modeling VST built purely on mathematical calculations, you can think of this one as the ultimate peak of the traditional sampling method. It meticulously captures the sound of a multi-million-dollar luxury custom grand piano, one of only a few in the world, recorded in a world-class studio. It doesn't just play flat recordings, It integrates high-level technology that calculates pedal adjustments and subtle resonances between strings in real time. Because of this, you won't feel any of the stiffness typical of sampled instruments. The moment you strike a key, you'll instantly think, "Wow, that sounds like a real piano." The hammer attack in the high register is crystal clear and beautiful, and each note has a high density, giving the overall tone a premium, weighted feel. What makes this app truly special is how beautifully it captures the natural room acoustics and reverb of the recording space. Pressing just a single note fills the entire room with deep atmosphere. It gives you the instant satisfaction of playing a perfectly mastered album tracks right from a professional studio. With these features, it perfectly suits modern classical pieces, new age, jazz, or pop, genres where the piano's unique presence and clean sophistication need to shine. It has won overwhelming support from pianists who just want to enjoy a brilliant, beautiful, and authentic grand piano tone the second they play the first note, without messing with complicated settings. Likewise, it is a paid instrument and can only be found on iOS. Right about now, some of you might be getting frustrated, thinking, "Why are you only recommending iPhone and iPad apps?" I completely understand. To be fair, Android used to have decent options like IK Multimedia's iGrand, but it has since disappeared from the market. Since then, professional performance apps on the Google Play Store have become practically non-existent. I was also incredibly frustrated by Android's barren audio environment. So, with the mindset of, if you want it done right, do it yourself, I put together a passionate development team and jumped straight into production. The app born from that journey is Concert Grand Piano. Working with top-tier engineers, we deeply sampled the authentic sound of a world-class concert grand piano. Then, we went a step further and developed our own Harmonia engine, a proprietary technology that takes this massive 400-gigabyte high-fidelity sample data and reproduces it lightly and delicately, even on lower-end Android devices. As a result, you can now experience the deep, rich resonance of sitting right in front of an actual acoustic grand piano, straight from your Android smartphone or tablet. And that's not all. Most existing professional piano VSTs are filled with complex technical jargon, making them difficult and frustrating to use for pianists who aren't tech-savvy. That's why we built this app with a simple philosophy. Anyone who loves the piano should be able to just open the app and play immediately, without needing any complicated settings or technical knowledge. We packed it with essential features like a metronome and recording, creating the world's only pianist-centric app that lets you focus entirely on your performance the moment you plug in. Best of all, unlike the other apps we looked at, this app provides all samples and features completely free. While it took an immense amount of cost, time, and effort to develop, we truly wanted to satisfy the long-standing needs of Android users. If you're an Android user who has always been disappointed by your piano's sound, try this premium experience for yourself right now via the link in the pinned comment. Even if the digital piano you own is just a budget, entry-level instrument, the moment you connect it to this app, you can fully enjoy playing with the rich resonance of a multi-million-dollar, top-tier acoustic grand piano, anytime, anywhere. Already, nearly 50,000 pianists worldwide are using this app on stage and in their practice rooms. I hope today's video was helpful for your musical journey. I'll be back next time with even more useful piano insights. Thank you for watching.